What's going on, football overseas? It's your boy Kevin from BlaugranaZZone, and I'm bringing you La Liga Matchday 34 predictions. All these predictions are bangers. These predictions are always correct, of course, as you know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We're gonna jump right into it with Girona versus Mallorca. Honestly, battle of mid. Girona lost to Valencia the previous week, and Mallorca lost to Alaves. This boring game, super boring game. Battle of bore. Neither team is even fighting to be a mid-table team. They're just fighting to not be relegated. I'm gonna give the win here to Mallorca, but honestly, there are no winners. The losers are the people who tuned into this match. Next up, we've got Villarreal versus Levante. Villarreal won to Celta Vigo, whereas Levante lost. Well, no, they didn't lose. They tied with Espanyol. Espanyol was on a red card. So tying against a team that's on a red card is almost like losing because, brother, you didn't do your job. For this reason, I'm going to give the win to Villarreal. I think Villarreal have an opportunity to actually finish La Liga strong, where they were kind of looking shaky for a minute. Win for Villarreal. Up next, we've got Valencia versus Atletico de Madrid. I can't say it enough. I say it in every prediction video. I hate Atletico de Madrid. So I really hope that they lose this game. Even though Valencia got the job done last week, I'm not sure that they'll get the job done this week. I would like them to, though. But unfortunately, win for Atletico de Madrid. Up next, we've got Alaves versus Atletico Bilbao. As I said before, Alaves won their match against Mallorca, and Atletico Bilbao could not get the job done versus Atletico de Madrid. Honestly, for that reason alone, you can't get the job done against Atletico, who is rotating their team to prioritize Champions League. You still can't get the job done. Atletico Bilbao deserved to lose this week then against Alaves, flat out. Win for Deportivo Alaves. Up next, Osasuna versus Barcelona. Banger game incoming. This could be the game that decides La Liga. This could be the game that Barça become La Liga champions. And honestly, I could see Barça winning this game, even with no Lamine, with no Rafinha. I think we have the talent to close out this La Liga campaign. We have the talent to win it right now and celebrate in El Clásico. Win for Barcelona. Up next, we've got Celta Vigo versus Elche. As I said before, Celta Vigo lost to Villarreal. Honestly, not that surprising of a loss. But Elche winning 2-1 against Real Oviedo on a red card. Very surprising. Good overall win for Elche. Man, both these teams are coming off of win, but Elche's is more impressive. Even though it was against Real Oviedo, it was with a red card in hand. Man, unfortunately, I will give this win to Celta Vigo. Even though I think Elche will put up a fight. This will be a dogfight to the end for that match. Up next, we've got Getafe versus Rayo Vallecano. Getafe lost 2-0 to Barcelona, the eventual La Liga champions. Whereas Rayo Vallecano, they tied 3-3 to Real Sociedad with a red card. Obviously, Rayo Vallecano is going to win this game. But it will be a good... This will be good harambal. If you're interested in those low block games, this is gonna be one for you. And Rayo Vallecano will come out with that win. Up next, Real Betis versus Real Oviedo. Look, Real Betis gave us a great hate watch last week with that tie against Real Madrid. And Real Oviedo couldn't get the job done to Elche, who were down to 10 men. For that reason, I'm going to give the win to Real Betis. But obviously, Real Betis is just a more competitive team. And for that reason, they'll get the win over Real Oviedo. Next, we've got Espanyol versus Real Madrid. As we said, Real Madrid tied 1-1 to Real Betis. Honestly, there was a point where Madrid looked like they were going to win that game, but Betis obviously stole that from them, which is perfect, right? Hector Bellerin, big up to you. And then Espanyol tied against Levante with a red card. I think Real Madrid can scam a win, but honestly, I hope they tie. I hope with everything in me that they tie. I think this will be a draw. It will either be a draw or a win for Madrid. And if it's a win for Madrid, you can bet that there's a penalty involved. But last and not least, even though they're fighting relegation, they're trying to scrap their way out of that hole that they buried themselves in after beating Barça 4-1 or 4-0. Sevilla, I'm here for your funeral, Sevilla. Sevilla versus Real Sociedad. Sociedad obviously has been on a roll since winning their Copa against Atletico de Madrid, since their win against Real Madrid. Last week they had a tie against Rayo Vallecano, 3-3. Rayo with a red card, not that impressive. But this week, obviously, they will slam Sevilla. No doubt about it. You could take that to the bank right now. These are my predictions for La Liga Matchday 34. Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. If you want to see more of me, it's at BlaugranaZZone. Thank you so much, Football Overseas, and I'll see you next time.